Hi guys, you are welcome to DSSG and our topic for today is the cell. If this is your first time watching a video from DSSG, make sure you subscribe and we will notify you whenever our nation produces a video. So, let's get into the topic. The cell. So, the cell is the smallest structural and functional unit of life. That is just a simple, basic, logical, and rational definition of a cell. So, there are three major components of a cell. The first one is the cell membrane, which is the outermost part of a cell, while the second one is the nucleus, which is located in the center of the cell, and the third one is the cytoplasm and its organelles. Now, let's pick the components one after the other. The cell membrane. I've told you earlier that the cell membrane is the outermost part of the cell. So that thin line represents the cell membrane. Now let's look at the component of the cell membrane itself. So the cell membrane is the outermost part of a cell and also called the plasma membrane. It dictates what goes in and out of the cell. The cell membrane has two major components. The first one is the membrane lipid, and if we are very conversant with our anatomical terms, we know that lipid means fat, and the second one is membrane protein. So the membrane protein also is made up of two types of protein. The first one is integral protein, and the second one is the peripheral protein. We will get to know more about this protein in the next page. So the membrane lipid is made up of the phospholipid, glycolipid, and the cholesterol, making three things: the glycolipid, phospholipid, and the cholesterol. Now let's pick the component of the cell membrane one after the other. Membrane lipid. The first thing we are going to talk about under the membrane lipid is the phospholipid. The cell membrane is usually referred to as a lipid bilayer. The word bi means two and lipid means fat. That is, it is made up of two layers of phospholipids, and that is how phospholipids arrangement looks like. If you can see very well, we will realize that some phospholipids are facing upwards while some are facing downward. So the phospholipid has two parts. The first one is the hydrophilic head and the hydrophobic tail. The word hydro means water and philic means loving. That is, the head is water loving and therefore they are found in water. And hydrophobic tail, hydro means fearing or hating. That is, the tail, hydro means water rather, and phobic means fearing or hating. That is, the tail is not found in water but in cholesterol. Now to the cholesterol. They are found between the hydrophobic tails of the phospholipids, where they perform the function of maintaining the cell membrane stability. That is, they are found between the hydrophobic tail. The glycolipid. They are sugar, and the word glyco or glycogen means stored sugar attached with lipid. So the glycolipid, just simply as the word implies, glyco sugar, lipid fat. So they are stored sugar attached with lipid, and they are found on the surface of the cell membrane. Now the membrane protein. There are two types of membrane protein, as we've said earlier: integral protein and peripheral protein. The integral protein, they are projectile all the way through the cell membrane, while the peripheral protein are attached only to the surface of the membrane and they do not penetrate. Now the nucleus. The nucleus is a centrally placed organelle that contains the chromatin and the nucleus. It is the control center of the cell because it controls all the activities going on in the cell, and it contains both DNA and RNA. The full meaning of DNA is deoxyribonucleic acid, and its function is for duplication of organelle, or let's say replication, while RNA means ribonucleic acid, and its responsibility is to synthesize protein. The nucleus is enclosed in the membrane called nuclear envelope or nuclear membrane, which possesses pores called nuclear pore. The cytoplasm and its organelles. The cytoplasm is a jelly-like fluid in which the cell organelles are suspended. Those dotted area can be referred to as the cytoplasm. It's the cell organelles. You have the ribosomes, the Golgi body, nuclear envelope, rough endoplasmic reticulum, nucleus, erixome, centriole, mitochondria, smooth endoplasmic reticulum, cytoplasm, chromatin, nuclear pore, lysosome. Now let's get started. The mitochondria. It is a sausage-shaped organelle, also called the powerhouse of the cell, because it provides all the energy required for cell activities. It contains DNA, which accounts for a duplicative characteristic. As we said earlier, that any organelle that possesses DNA will automatically duplicate itself. Now to endoplasmic reticulum. There are two types of endoplasmic reticulum. The first one is the smooth endoplasmic reticulum, and the second one is the rough endoplasmic reticulum. The smooth endoplasmic reticulum, it is also called a granulated endoplasmic reticulum, and it performs the function of detoxifying drugs or chemical substances, and also it synthesizes lipid. Smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Rough endoplasmic reticulum. It is also called granulated endoplasmic reticulum because it is attached to ribosomes and its function is to synthesize protein. Can you see the difference? The smooth endoplasmic reticulum is smooth while the rough is rough. Ribosomes. They contain RNA, which enables them to synthesize protein. As we've discussed under the nucleus, that RNA is responsible for the synthesis of protein. While discussing endoplasmic reticulum, we realize that some ribosomes attach themselves to some endoplasmic reticulum, making them rough. But how? First, it is to be known that ribosomes are produced in the nucleus together with RNA. and that is a magnified diagram of the nucleus. That is the nuclear pore, the chromatin, the RNA, the nucleolus, then the ribosome. So ribosomes are produced in the nucleolus. After the production of ribosomes, they tend to move out of the nucleolus. That's just the movement of ribosomes within the nucleus. As they are moving out, they get stained with RNA at the exit, and this accounts for the reason why all ribosome contains RNA. After leaving the nucleus, it enters into the nucleus. In the nucleus, they either pass out through the nuclear envelope or adhere to endoplasmic reticulum, hereby making them rough. In the nucleus, they either pass out through the nuclear pore and goes into the cytoplasm or adhere to endoplasmic reticulum, and those ones that escape from the nucleus travel into the cytoplasm. Lysosome. The word lysis means breakdown. So therefore, these organelles are also called the suicide bag or suicide packet. They are a type of secretory vesicles that break down undigested proteins and also destroy foreign materials. Golgi apparatus. They are also called Golgi body. They package and modify materials such as protein into the cell membrane. Centrioles. They lie at 90 degrees to one another, and they form spindle fiber during cell division. The median spindle fiber is gonna be clearer to us during the discussion of cell division. Stay tuned and subscribe to watch out for this video. Peroxisomes. They contain catalase and oxidase, which enables them to detoxify hydrogen peroxide, just as the name sounds, peroxisomes. So their function is to detoxify hydrogen peroxide. NB. With the aid of a well-labeled diagram, describe the cell. To attempt questions is the problem of some students. So, to attempt this question, you should follow the sequence below. The first thing is draw the diagram with full label. The second one is definition of the cell. The third one lists the components. The fourth one, pick the component one after the other, starting from the cell membrane, following by the nucleus, and finally the cytoplasm and its organelles. And I will advise you, if you want to describe your organelle, just make sure you start with the order name, following by what it contains, and then its function. And if it doesn't have another name, just leave it and go to what it contains, and make sure you emphasize on the function. You're welcome to DSSG. Thanks for watching, and do make sure you subscribe. Till next time.